What's going on, YouTube? Back with some NBA footage. Hope everyone having a good Sunday night. Finna get our game in. We got a game coming up against the Toronto Raptors. Gonna be an exciting match. Kind of look over our news, let you catch up on some of this news, what's been going on round off in our league. As you can see, it says making a huge impact. Got that boy Blake Griffin making a huge impact out there. Put 32 down on the Knicks. Stephen A. LeBron James busting 39 down on the Heat. You already know LB gonna put it down. At the buzzer, Patrick Beverly dropping dimes on him. JaVale McGee, Steph Curry, 35 on the Pelicans. Talking about that win streak we got going. Trying to keep it going. DeRozan. Let you see what we got going off in the calendar. Let you kind of see where we get off into the. So we about to wrap up January. Then we're gonna go off into February. Like I said, it's a 29 game season. So really, we got one. This game we finna play. Then we got one more month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the All Star game. That's gonna be some exciting footage to see who gonna make the All Star game. We in 2021, so we right on the money. Got the March coming in, and then we got the playoffs coming in April. So kind of timed it out, kind of right if I can keep it going. So let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Want to appreciate all the new subs. Appreciate y'all. Welcome aboard. Make sure y'all check out the playlist. We got some playlists, different varieties of games maybe you guys are like. So if you like any of our content and it's helpful out to you, make sure you hit that like button. Leave some comments below that'll help us out in the YouTube algorithm. We got a nice game coming up. We got that boy Serge Ibaka, Kevin Meeks, and all them floats over there running with them Raptors. You know I got the nine squad. I'ma call us the Philly squad. I got that boy Butler, Kevin Durant, Torrey Parks, and Neil Embiid. Finna kick it off. Try to make a statement for the night. You ready to rumble?
We say A from Toronto. For this one from north of the border, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the motto in Canada is We the North. There's only one direction the Raptors are going right now, and that is up.
Ed, I heard it all. Hustle over hype.
Sixers.
North over
You ready to
everything.
run?
It doesn't matter what the battle cry is. This team is ready.
There's a great thing going on right now here in
Got a
Ontario.
nice team.
And a great game to start right now. Opening tip taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. Joel Embiid with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Butler. Now a steal as the Raptors
Man.
have.
No, we can't do that. We got to stay in sync. As long as we stay in sync and we start the game off.
Flushes it home.
It's easy to
Started
become
off right,
mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that
Problems
dancing.
for your team.
When you allow a player to dance with that much
They
space,
say come
that's
down,
prime
call a
city.
player too.
To Durant. Screen coming. Durant. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Offensive rebound. Can't connect from inside. Terrific vision. Joel Embiid. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making
Good
baskets.
shot.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Markelle Fultz. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Fultz with the basketball. Down two. To Ibaka. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Butler to Embiid. Jonas Valanciunas swats it.
Ah, I didn't even
Now
try to
a steal
pass.
as the Raptors have it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot, G.
Over to the right side. Butler. Jonas Valanciunas. Tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Kevin Durant pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
No good, but two shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you gotta be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
Joel Embiid, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First one goes down.
We're gonna run for the finals, man.
Goes 2 for 2. Fultz into the
So
front.
we might switch our
They trail
icon.
by 2.
We finish it. We might put it on Allen Iverson and see.
To Valanciunas.
If he can change the, see if he can see the change.
Oh, had him going there
carry.
for a second. It's good, and one.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Got us a good one down here in Toronto.
Jonas Valanciunas trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. And throws it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Driving right to the basket. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Elfrid Payton's got 2 shots coming. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career. Off the mark on the first free throw.
My man's Ray Spalding coming in. My man's number 40 checking out.
No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2.
Come on,
Raptors
y'all.
have the rebound. To Payton. To Ibaka. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Shot won't end a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty.
Good follow up.
Payton with the basketball. Down by 1.
Come on, y'all.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me. That's a foul.
To Ibaka. Can't connect. To Durant. Slam dunk.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Payton. Five to shoot for Toronto. 4-3. Good offense, beating good defense.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that,
come on, y'all.
His first effort off the mark. To Butler. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
You see this all the time.
Oh, Meeks dropped him a 3 from deep down there, didn't he?
And also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Jimmy Butler at the line for 2 shots. A career 83% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
So you got them young boys coming in, subbing.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Good free throws.
Toronto with the basketball. Hayden. Sizing up the defense. Down for Collins.
Oh,
Throws it
left the
down.
lane all the
When
way
you get
up.
your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
To Embiid. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Joel Embiid. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first.
Joel Embiid been hot these last few games. He said he trying to get the MVP, Defensive Man Award, championship, all that.
And gets
He said
both
he gonna
to
bring
drop
his
at
team
the
to the
line.
that position where he
Into the
want to
front court. Down
hold the
4.
gold trophy.
Here comes the screen. Alfred Payton against Patton. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Durant with the basketball up top.
Wopsy.
Looking to make something happen. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Parsons, tough matchup against Durant. With the step back.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Sixers have the basketball. Butler to Durant. From
KD.
long range. That no good. Off the mark. Now
Oh, yeah.
a steal by Philly. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're
Free
gonna call
throws
this
on the
one
way,
tight,
man.
So you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
They out there balling. That's what we like to see.
Jimmy Butler has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw.
For Philadelphia, number 24.
Two for 2 on that trip.
Oh, they didn't took me out. I'm on the bench.
Hayden with the basketball.
Rest my old legs,
Now down
man.
6. Here comes the screen.
They got a pretty good squad out there.
Down to 5 on the 24.
We're gonna have to work
For 3,
hard.
and it's Butler who grabs the
Playoffs
rebound.
coming up.
Brunson to Butler. Joel Embiid.
Number 21.
He's now 5 for 6.
Got 14.
Man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Hayden into the front court.
Like to get him in the
Margins
game early. Get him
Here
the looks
comes the
early.
screen.
Get him hot.
to the rim, lays it up and in.
I wasn't
Then that's just gonna
necessarily
turn his
sure which way
defensive
that
games.
PNR was going.
It's gonna
But
turn
I
it
guess
up.
neither was a defense. That makes 2 of us.
Brunson to Embiid.
But and then when they ain't got like players that's
Able to convert
like some of these
inside.
guys, they ain't gonna be
Old
able to
school
hold them, and then you gonna
equals
be able
high
to see it.
percentage.
Sometimes you can tell when they got
Hayden with the basketball.
good
Down 8.
defense competition.
Here comes the screen.
Come on, y'all.
Runner here won't go down.
Couldn't connect on it. I always like playing on this Toronto court though.
Brunson to Embiid. No good
I can
above
light it
down
up on
low.
some of these
Big
courts. I be
slam.
feeling
Oh,
it.
he
These
looked like
they
he
be
was
having some
on
good
a
courts.
mission.
Atmosphere
They have
pretty
set
good
the
on some of
tone
these
in this
courts
one.
around the
I
world.
love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Some courts
Alfred
be
Payton
having that glare.
matched up with Patton. Runners
What
good
happened,
there.
Brody?
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Philadelphia with the basketball.
It's my man's Bronson.
Grayson Allen to Embiid.
Hard player.
Knocks it down from
Embiid.
mid-range.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw
Turned
their
up.
arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Payton. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Tick for
There
tack.
you go.
Tick tock.
Finally, shoot your shot.
That pass
Oh.
taken away by Toronto. Screen coming. Payton down low Collins. Now ready for
He
a
went
couple
out,
free
man. He
throws.
stepped
Hey,
out.
look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there.
Go Chandler
I'm okay with
Parson.
that early foul.
And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Embiid. Rebound taken by Parsons. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. It'll stay Raptors basketball. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he'll go to the foul line.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up
It's
extra
going
possessions.
down there in the paint.
Justin Patton at the line. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Toronto has the basketball. Alfred Payton against Patton. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Allen. Embiid, good for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Payton into the front court, trailing by 11. Here comes the screen. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of hacking. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
Alfred Payton at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. Nope, first one does not go.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 32.
Oh, he missed them both.
My man's Grayson out there.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. That's it for the first quarter, and the 76ers have to be feeling good.
yeah, we got this season on fire. Sooner Pro Gaming, we live. We got the footage, you know what I'm saying? We got Philly versus the Raptors.
Get things started here in the second quarter. It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
Zoom in and tune in. We got a nice game going.
Grayson Allen. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Fultz. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Shot by Fultz, no good. Grayson Allen. Off the assist.
My man's George and got him another point.
Offense this evening.
He been scoring here lately.
One player individually, it's moving around the perimeter, and it's
Good dime by
They're
Grayson.
playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Fultz. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
And then they facilitating that ball that he
Not
double teamed.
loose. Raptors come away with it. To Fultz. He was hacked. They let it go. Another follows. Still no good.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
To Allen. Jonas Valanciunas. Huge block.
You got it on lock down there, man. You better not come in there wrong.
Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Markelle Fultz.
Young
Couple of free throws
Markelle.
on the way. A career 47% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
Brought to you by ESPN NBA Friday.
2 for 2 at the line.
Philly versus Toronto, 38-25. Let's get it. They didn't put me in the
Sixers
game.
control it. To Embiid. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was
Get
part
him
of the
fouled
ball.
out. I think that's what they be saying about
Joel
me too.
Embiid. He's got 2 shots
He got
coming.
22
Hasn't
already.
missed yet.
4 for 4.
First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Hayden with the basketball. Trailing by 14. To Valanciunas. Has a chance. Jonas Valanciunas. He is shooting well. He's made
Shot.
2/3 of his shots.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
OG Anunoby at the line for 2 shots.
Sun life.
Not the best career mark, 62%. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Sixers have the basketball. Gets it in the left corner. Grayson Allen. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
to Payton. And he'll head to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Elfrid Payton, a couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. Ah, the monster stuff. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Payton to Ibaka. From the painted area, won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Another
Come
shot
on, man.
And you have to remember that your
Trying to
hand
pass
is part
it
of
out.
the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Ibaka. Scores from the post.
Surge.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Philadelphia with the basketball to Durant. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Knocks down the first.
For Toronto, number 0. And number 25,
Ah.
Able to
Good
convert
one.
on both free throws. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Yeah, he bumped his head.
JaMychal Green at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throws good, a three-point play, and the lead back down to 12. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line.
Drop
for a
off.
chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Off the mark on his free throw. Payton into the front court. 14-point deficit. To Ibaka. Knocks it down off the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Sixers control it. Butler to Embiid. Great look and vision. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Payton with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Kevin Durant with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
That pass
Ah,
taken away
they
by
got me.
Toronto. Payton to Ibaka. Finish that. Durant. Shot from the lane won't go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Butler. Won't go.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Payton. Has a look. Green with a shot that won't go down. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Give him 2 points. High percentage. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Payton. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Durant across the timeline. His guys leading by 14. To Embiid. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Spinning shot won't fall. To Durant. Kevin Durant. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Five seconds to shoot. Shot for Collins, no good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant.
Ah,
That's
man.
the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Payton.
It's like
To
2 of them
Ibaka.
might have tricked up.
Knocked loose. Ibaka. Fine to shoot for Toronto. Beyond the arc for 3. Ibaka bothered just enough on that one. To Durant. And finishes strong.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Fultz to Ibaka. Trying to cash in. Shot by Ibaka. Won't go down. To Embiid. Can't connect from in
They
close.
let him get farther in the lane.
To Fultz. To
What am I doing on this dude?
That'll get out off the Raptors. Sixers have the basketball. To Durant. Embiid. Short jumper won't fall. Fultz with the basketball. Down a bundle. Screen coming. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Baller into the front court.
And I'm
His
supposed to be
guys
already
holding a
over there.
big lead. To Embiid. Serge Ibaka able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Fultz into the front court. He'll run the offense. Jimmy Butler sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Jumper's good.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Jonas Valanciunas sends it away. Fourth this contest.
Hey, you can't get that.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Kevin Durant. He's now 5 for 6.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. OG Anunoby against KD. Fires the three, cleans it up. Joel Embiid rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Slam dunk for Markelle Fultz. .15-footer at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports halftime report. The 76ers worked hard for their halftime lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarding in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
Great effort makes for great highlights. These guys are playing a relentless style of basketball that really suits them.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing.
Look at them numbers at halftime.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
To Embiid. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit, easy layup.
Five on the shot clock. Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And the finish at the rim.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Ibaka to Fultz. Short jumper stays out. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Toronto with the basketball. Markelle Fultz. To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. Looking good. 4 for 5.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Embiid. And stuffs it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Valanciunas. Joel Embiid with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Butler, deep right corner. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Durant. Here's a chance from long range. Clear by Ibaka.
My bad. I'm supposed to knock that down.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
Hustle.
Rises for the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Toronto has the basketball. And 2 more
Oh, no,
He took a
fam.
chance.
Dang, I
That's
got
right.
3 again. I think we ain't gonna get no more.
Add 2 points to the board.
Good shot.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Embiid. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It
Yeah, that was a
all
low
provided to you
percentage
before
shot.
the game in the scouting report.
Drives, but a shot won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Sixers have it. To Embiid. cashes in for 2.
But this is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Here comes the screen to Valanciunas. And he's fouled. Very
Torrey
close,
Park's
Jay.
been on the
Free throws coming
got
up.
3
Just
like
because
me.
a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Jonas Valanciunas. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw.
My man's Grayson. Number 40 ain't really been doing. He been on the bench, really. He ain't really got in sync.
Goes 2 for 2. Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler. Shot from the lane won't go. Fultz with the basketball. His guys down big. To Valanciunas. From the painted area, won't go down. To Butler. Offensive board to Durant. Fires the 3. Off the mark. No good.
And man, I don't know what's going on. I'm supposed to hit that layup right on the
To
money.
Fultz.
My button, I don't know.
Curling inside. Joel Embiid swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Durant.
Come
The
on,
rebound
y'all.
comes down to Toronto. To Valanciunas. Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I think the defender had absolutely 0 chance on that play.
To Fultz. Yes. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the
They
arms.
got us,
I look at
man.
the legs. The strength of his legs.
I think I pushed up on the
powers
button. I
through
shouldn't
that
have
play.
did that.
That's how you get and ones.
Ah! Coach probably gonna take me out. And 20. Yeah, he took
Free
me
throw
out.
good, so they get the 3-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Kevin Durant with the rock. Butler. To Durant. Here comes the screen. Butler to Embiid. Won't go down. Nice follow-up on
Yeah,
the
they
dunk there.
ain't they inside ain't
No
too
emotion,
strong.
Just that ice cold stare. That's a sign
can
of
tell.
somebody who's here to compete.
That's why we
Fultz
beating them
into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
by a long deficit.
To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka.
They ain't really got
slams
too
it
many
down.
scores.
Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters.
As I can
But
see,
when you
like the
have a
only
play like
person
that,
with a
that
name.
can get the juices
I mean, I ain't
going,
gonna say with
and
a
that can
name,
help you
but
with your offensive rhythm.
you know that I kind of know
Able
it was
to
Serge.
convert inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Fultz.
These games, you just get your numbers up, play for stats,
Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that?
because that's
Eye
what
to the
Serge
rim,
gonna
and
do.
the
He gonna
rest
get
was
his
all
numbers.
net.
to Embiid. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
OG Anunoby, tough matchup against Butler.
Good shot.
And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy.
He having his way down there in that lane.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Deep left corner. Fultz to Ibaka. Has a chance. That's no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Markelle Fultz. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Butler. John Collins pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no
Hot,
foul.
boy.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Here comes the screen. Fultz. Off the mark. It's in the hands of Philadelphia to Butler. Embiid to Allen. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Fultz with the basketball. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Deep two there, won't go.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
And a chance coming up at the line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I
man's
say to my
Ray
grandma's
Spalding.
team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Number 13. Making his way on the floor. We got Philly versus the Raptors.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
We was feeling pretty good tonight coming out. And it's playing on this
Ball's
court, man.
controlled
It's
by the
just
Raptors.
it's a beautiful feeling.
Markelle Fultz. A bad pass as the Sixers
And
come
my
up with
man's
the steal.
Embiid
You go back
been on
to the
fire.
principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called
Number
the show
32.
drill. You stay down in the stance defensively. You try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your
Look like number
conditioning is
6
bad,
feeling
you have
feeling
no
pretty
chance.
good,
But if
having a
you're able
nice
to do
game
all
out
these
there.
things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Grayson Allen to Embiid. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Fultz to Payton. Off the assist.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Throws it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league,
They ain't got no strong inside game.
energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Markelle Fultz.
Especially on
Can't
that
connect
second
from in
string.
close. Oh, I missed a short one there. 19-footer at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. And a great start for the 76ers.
Man, he's getting some highlights out there tonight. That's what I like to see.
Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Parsons, defended by Patton, has a look. The shot by Parsons, no good.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball.
Lord, I done had about 3 turnovers, man.
Mid-range jumper that's contested.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And the
More than
defense
that.
keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just
They
don't
ain't let
flare
me
out to the
pass it
three-point
like I
line.
usually
Flare
pass.
to the rim for a lob.
That pass taken away by Toronto.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Shot by Anunoby, no good. Grayson Allen. To Embiid. That's rebounded by Toronto. Missed a wide open look. There you go. Way to stay with it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Sixers control it. To Embiid. Around the perimeter. Grayson Allen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and
Good
shoot.
shot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
That's what you
Rim
like to
rocking.
see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Doesn't get the bounce. To Embiid. Nice pass to set things up. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. The penetration almost, but no good.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Screen coming. Fultz to Valanciunas. A lot of contact. No whistle. Chandler Parsons snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a post.
Man, he posted dimed it right off in there.
Can't miss those. To Durant. Trying to cash in. Wide open.
Come on, y'all. Slow it
It just
down.
seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Kevin Durant. Huge block. Ooh, 5 now.
8.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
He's got us on the cold streak.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Durant. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Fultz into the front court. His guys down big. To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Durant to Butler. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Markelle Fultz to Valanciunas. Oh, big
Nice
finish at the
pass.
rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Sixers have the basketball. Durant to Embiid. Serge Ibaka with the block. Whoa! Get that
Defense,
out
he
of
said.
here. Message sent, Jay. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Butler to Durant. And a throwdown. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Fultz. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
It's okay, bro.
the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Durant. Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. To Fultz. Slam dunk from Mark.
That was a nice dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Butler. Jonas Valanciunas able to recover with the block. Incredible. 6 tonight.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
OG Anunoby. Tough matchup against Durant. Ibaka. 4-3. That's good D. Shot no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Fultz with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Valanciunas. He throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Fultz into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Oh, emphatic slam.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Can't be letting him dunk like that.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler to Embiid. From long range, he buries it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players
come
were
on,
willing
man.
to run to their spots. The harder
5
the bigs were running
fouls.
to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could
Can't
be
foul
active
out.
recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Fultz. Shot from the lane won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Cruises inside for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Durant. Had a chance, but it's no good. Toronto with the basketball. Screen coming. The drive, right to the basket, down the lane to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Butler to bring it up.
For some reason, he
His
just
guys
keeps going
holding
right
a big
past
lead.
me.
To Embiid. The pass set it all up.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Butler into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Embiid. Driving right to the basket. It's a big finish. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And some, ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
I should have
I
held
still
it a
don't know
little
who I
bit
read
longer.
Meaning,
Toronto has the basketball. Knocked loose. Now a steal.
Oh,
as the Raptors
my.
have it.
I don't know. That's crazy.
To Ibaka.
I gave the ball up.
Markelle Fultz. Ibaka. And Durant able to clear the rebound.
and you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Fultz with the basketball. Down a bundle. To Ibaka. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Ah, rocking the rim.
And easy, too, get back on defense.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, the Sixers are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers put one in the win column with a solid performance. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Raptors didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win.
Too many
And it
turnovers.
looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Toronto Raptors. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Hey, what's going on? Just wrapping this game up. Appreciate you dropping in. If you ain't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, leave some comments, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.